T-Top, top business American, king of the state. We rock on rapgrid.com. Make sure y'all check out my new video, Can't You Tell? And subscribe to the channel.
I got locked up in Gwinnett County. It was a, everybody know, like, my first battle, I was supposed to battle Newborn, URL. That was supposed to be my first PG battle. And I got locked up, did 4 months, 2011. Anyway, so I was locked up. There was people, you know, noticing me. You know what I'm saying? And it was a deputy that was working. You know what I'm saying? And he noticed me, whatever. He's like, hey, you be doing that battle rap and shit, right? Boom, boom, you know, typical shit. I'm like, yeah. And then he was just like, oh yeah, boom, boom. And he started talking to me. I forgot what he brought up. But we just talking about battle rap a little bit. So probably like a couple days later, he back. And we in, I was like, I had a detail. I was on work detail. And on work detail, we was more privileged than everybody else. Whatever. We had more free time or whatever. So we out. And the nigga called me behind, you know, behind his desk. And what battle was this nigga watching, man? Fuck. I forgot what battle was this nigga watching, dog. Fuck. Damn, I can't think of it. Who was he watching?
It was one of your battles?
Nah, it was somebody else. I really can't think of it. Like I don't even got a clue right now. But he was just watching the battle and we just sitting there and I'm just sitting there watching. Next thing you know, it was like a couple people came around there. Like it was a cool ass deputy. He's one of the coolest ones there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got the other dickheads because you're not really, they got a line right there. You're really not supposed to cross the line to go behind the desk because that's where they be at on like the deputies would just be on a computer all day. Like we just out just chilling. And the deputy just be on the computer all day. So he just had, when we was there, so more people started walking up. The nigga turned the whole shit around. Like, you know how you could turn the monitor around? He turned the monitor around to face out. And like some niggas was like 7, 8 niggas was just sitting right there. They pulled chairs up and we was really just sitting there watching battles. Like, really right there watching battles. Like, man, that shit was just crazy. Like, that was just a crazy moment.
So you said you was getting recognized in there, right?
Yeah.
Well, people like, that must be a crazy experience for you, because somebody's gonna say, hey, yeah, you John the Don, the battle rapper. Then they say, damn, why you in here? Is that like, damn, I'm never going back here again?
Nah, it's not really like that, because you gotta understand, like, a lot of people are in jail for bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Just because you in jail, that doesn't mean you just necessarily hit rock bottom. Everybody fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? They wasn't looking at me like that. They was just more or less, they just, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? You in here, niggas holding it down. I had ciphers with niggas. Actually, like my second day or something. It was like when I first got like my second day. Before I went in there, it was a nigga I went to school with that was in there. You know what I'm saying? He held it down or whatever. And he was like one of the popular niggas in the whole unit type shit. So then niggas was talking that rap and shit. You know, another thing too though, it was this Asian dude, right? The Asian dude, y'all could probably Google this story. I don't know the nigga name, but it was an Asian dude. Him and his brother like robbed a bank or something with some toy guns or some shit or something like that. So he was in there, and I remember when he was in there, everybody was talking about him, and I was playing ball with a couple niggas, and one of the niggas I was playing ball with was the nigga Roomie or whatever. So the nigga was like, so the next day, cause the nigga was at the nigga was sitting at our table at breakfast eating. He wasn't saying nothing, Asian dude. And then the next day, the nigga I played ball with, he was like, yo, that Asian dude say he be watching you, he seen you on Grind Time. This and that. And then after that, the day after that, at breakfast, that's when the Asian nigga was asking me like, yeah, basically he was asking me about the last battles and what I got, you know what I'm saying, coming up, this and that type shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy. But anyway though, so the niggas, it was so how they used to let people out, it was upstairs and downstairs. So, you know, I was one of the niggas on the upstairs, like, so, but But it was a nigga that's downstairs. They were saying he could rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the niggas arranged the battle, like, for soups and shit. Like, for noodles. They call them soups. Like, for noodles. And mind you, I was there, and once you get there, it takes 7 days for you to be able to get store, for you to get money on your shit. So I was there for that 7 days. I didn't have nothing. But my nigga that I was locked up with, the nigga I went to school with, he held it. Nigga, I got whatever on John. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got whatever. I swear to God, my nigga, this nigga, I don't know. Like, we upstairs, and when you get downstairs at, it's like you gotta walk by the little desk where the deputy is at. But for some reason, I let this nigga talk me into sneaking out and going down. He like, yeah, but the deputy, for some reason, like, he'll be into that computer and he not paying attention. Like, we was able to really sneak downstairs and walk right by this nigga without this nigga seeing us. Like, we was really able to do that. Like, it's like some impossible shit. But anyway, we down there and I battled the nigga, whatever. Of course I won. I was lit. But the nigga, he was like, it got to the point where he was like, man, I'm not even like, I don't even be battling. Like, he's like, I don't even be battling. I just got shit. So the nigga started beating on his chest. And this shit was incredible, though. Like, the way he was doing. I think the nigga was from Chicago or some shit like that. Or whatever. I would like to run into that nigga. Because he was nice, though. He was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just had more, like, punchlines.
It was like a freestyle battle, or you spit some?
I just had verses. I had verses that nobody heard. I could have brought out verses from when I was 15 at the time, because none of y'all heard this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could spit verses from songs. None of y'all really heard it. That's what I was doing. I was battling like basically how I used to battle in New York. When I, you know what I'm saying? When I was coming up like 12, 13, I used to write just random verses because niggas would stop me everywhere. Like, John, let me hear something. John, let me hear something. Like, if you go to Yonkers right now, they are the most proud of me because that's what they known me for growing up. Since I was like 8, I was the young nigga that was rapping, that had bars. So it's just like, to see me doing this at this scale, it's no surprise to them. Like, no surprise to them. Like, you know what I mean? So it took me back to that, when I used to just have verses and I used to just go anywhere. I mean, you know, I battled J Hood when I was 12. Fuck J Hood up. I was 12. I dare J Hood act like he don't remember that. I dare him. We could do a rematch, nigga. Don't don't do that. Nah, but then when I was like 12, right there on my block, he came up there. This is when everybody just knew, you know what I mean? He was fucking with Sheik at the time. This is right at the beginning when he really got locked in with D Block, but he was buzzing in Yonkers or whatever. He just pulled up. Niggas was just chilling. Niggas had like a little cipher. I kind of like made it a battle just for attention purposes. You know what I'm saying? It's just going at that nigga. Then he didn't want to keep rapping because he didn't want to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like he battling me. So he took the high horse, the big boy route. It was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm out. Like, got shit to do type shit. But I was loaded. I could have been there all night with verses. But hell yeah. But that shit was crazy though.
One question about that story. Mm-hmm. Did anybody try to escape? When walked past the deputy's desk and just escape when he wasn't looking?
Nah, you can't escape. You can't. We locked in there. You can't escape. It's just you could just get down there.
Yo, you made it seem like it was life and y'all crossed the gun line and y'all was just out.
Nah, but it's like the way, because you got the upstairs and it's like it's around, and like say the desk is right here. The staircase is 2 staircases. And the desk is right here. One staircase is right here, and the other staircase is right here. So it's like you gotta walk by this nigga, and he just, you know what I'm saying? That's my girl calling me. But he like, I don't know. The nigga just be locked in. I don't know. We was able to do that shit multiple times. And sometimes we would go outside. We would go, you know, have rec time, whatever, first, and then we would just stay down there. We'll hide, like. And it's like, it was like a little room where the basketball shit was, and we would just hide until they let downstairs out, so that we out with downstairs. But when they called it up, we had to walk by the nigga and sneak back upstairs. Like, I don't know, my nigga. This shit was just weird, bro.
In a battle, like Superstar today said, like he said, oh fuck SoCon up, you know, battle wise, presumably, and like I don't care.
Like, keep trying to push these rookies, push them, but they're pushing them off the cliff. You feel me? Way too early.